What you're looking at right now is my YouTube offline video storage file server. So this basically just stores YouTube videos for offline viewing. You can see here basic overview of the specifications. Other than the hard drive, which is the point of interest for this video. Get something of an idea here. The hard drive is a 750 gigabyte drive, and as you might be able to see, we're getting pretty up there in terms of used storage space. So I plan to deal with that here in this video. Okay, so here's the system unit. If you're wondering what this is, it'll focus. And if you can see it, I don't know, come on camera, let's go. It's decided it wants to do stupid things. Okay, there we go. It's a little Astronaut mini PC, model S330. You should be able to see there. And if it will decide to focus, here we go. I think it's a mini ITX system. Of course, it's proprietary. You can't put any mini ITX motherboard in there. It might actually be smaller than mini ITX. I'm not sure. But let's pop the cover. Yeah, there's the drive cage removed. You can actually see the entire system now. I thought it only had one RAM slot. It looks like it's actually got two. So I could upgrade this to 4 gigs if I can find enough modules to do it. I don't think I have enough. Anyway, here's the hard drive in question. See, it's 750 gigabytes. We're going to replace it with this. This is a brand new 1 terabyte hard drive. Here's the model. SPZX. So I also need to get my little USB thing because I'm going to clone this drive to that and resize the partitions and see if that'll actually work. But I'm going to get this drive changed. Got to do that before I can do anything else, of course. So you can see the drive in place. That was kind of a pain, actually, because it's a thinner drive than a regular drive, so it actually was a little difficult to do that. But I'm going to get this put back into place, and I'm going to make sure that the system actually sees the new hard drive before I go any further. Can't see any reason why it wouldn't, though. I think I figured out why it didn't quite fit in there, because I installed it backwards. Great. So now I gotta pull all that back out again and try again. How annoying. And for that quick little correction, everything is now installed. The system's actually powered up, as you might be able to see. And it sees the drive, as it should. This thing is supposed to be on fast zoom, but it sure really isn't. You can see 1 terabyte. So now I gotta turn it off, and I'm gonna get the USB ready. And also my USB, so I can boot into CloneZilla, and with Gparted as well, to resize the partitions. Because I don't think that Macrium Reflect, which is a Windows program, is going to be able to do this properly. Okay, so we're running Parted Magic now, which we have to in order to access CloneZilla, but it should also let us access Gparted from the same thing, in theory. Guess we'll find out. But this is taking forever to start, even though it's coming from RAM. I really don't understand why it's got to start all this crap up. Seems kind of pointless to me. The system's not that slow. So, I mean, it's not fast either. It's only an Atom 330, but still. Should be more than eminently capable of doing this. This is just sad. Most works. So, we'll give it another year, and maybe something will happen. Okay, here we go. Disk cloning. Which will open up a terminal window. Or, the first thing it'll do is it'll complain about the time zone, which doesn't matter. So, let's do this. I don't have a tripod handy, so you just have to deal with this. But device to device. I want to choose expert mode, disk to local disk. Now it's going to ask us to select the disk as the source. The source disk is 750 gigabytes. The destination disk is bigger than the source, so we won't have any issues. At least we shouldn't have any issues. Now, let's see here. Don't think we should need anything. I'm going to run rescue mode anyway. Shouldn't need file system check. Shouldn't need any of that. So we will not check and repair. We'll use the partition table from the source disk. And it'll complain about stuff that doesn't matter. La-di-da. It's going to take forever. Do you want to continue? SDA will be overwritten. Yes, it's the correct disk. Okay, yes. It'll ask again. Okay, yes. And here we go. So this may or may not take a long time, because it's 750 gigabytes. Do you want to clone the bootloader? Yes, of course I do. I just hit the enter key. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes, of course I am. It's too late to go back anyway. So, here we go. Oops. This is a 4 gigabyte partition, which I am going to be resizing to probably 10 gigabytes, just to give it a little bit more breathing room. But I'll come back once this entire process is finished, because it's probably going to take an hour, maybe even longer than that. See it working there from the USB. And if we look at the front, well, if this weren't in the way, we might be able to actually see something going on here. Definite disk activity. It's already halfway through the first, roughly halfway through the first partition. But that's only 4 gigs, and if it's taking this long to do 4 gigs, think about how long it's going to take to do 600 gigs. Or probably more like 450. Still. Quite a bit longer. Wow. If the bitmap takes that long, this is going to take forever. Okay, to say that didn't go according to plan would be a major understatement. Apparently, for whatever reason, CloneZilla doesn't seem to want to work today. And it would not clone the data partition, for whatever ridiculous reason. I don't really have time to sit here for 7 hours and wait for this thing to go sector by sector. I don't have time for that. I got a lot of other projects I need to be working on. To top it all off, Gparted wouldn't work either, because apparently it's too old to support X4. Now, I'm not sure why there is such an old version on that particular USB. That's a relatively new Ultimate Boot CD, but whatever, I guess. So now we're doing it the manual way, so I've had to reset up all the partitions manually. It did clone the boot and the swap. No deal. No big deal. But now I'm copying over the files manually, and that is probably also going to take forever. So, whatever, I guess. Alright, let's wrap this up. Now that it's taken almost the entire day to do this. Thanks to the fact that apparently the GUI tools for Linux don't work properly, and the command line tools don't really work either. This was a lot of effort to go to for this. But whatever. It is done. Even though I wasn't able to do anything about the system partition, which is kind of what I wanted to do, at the very least, the data partition is enlarged, so it's now no longer 9/10 full. It's only about half full. So, that works out. So now I gotta put the machine away and get ready to work on the next project. So it'll be in the next video or in some other video. I'm trying to upload things in order, but sometimes that really doesn't work out.